Are the dolls in your dollhouse looking for some sausage to have for breakfast? Well, stay tuned and I'll show you how easy it is to make some dollhouse sausages in that skillet we painted last week. So stick around and see how easy this really is. Alright, the first thing we're going to put into our little skillet. Remember, we painted this skillet in the video about metal minis. We're going to put some little sausages, some little breakfast sausage links. So I've got some clay here. This is Fimo. It's half flesh pink and half Sahara. Just roughly equal parts, and blended that together. This is just a scrap of a leaf green. Doesn't even matter what brand, just a dark green. And this is just a grater, like a little cheese grater, that I only use for clay. And I've pre-baked this clay, by the way. This green I baked off. Last time I did clay, I did that. I keep some green and some white in different colors pre-baked in a little bag in my drawer so that I've got them. And what this will represent, this is going to represent the herbs in our sausage. As if we have see, we get some little pieces like that. And now we're going to mix that into our clay. And because it's already baked off, it's not going to mix, it's not going to blend in. It's going to be little pieces, as if it was little pieces of herb or whatever seasoning in our sausage. And we want it pretty well mixed through. I think that's probably enough, so I'm going to dump the rest of this so it's out of my way. And now I'm going to cut this, break off a little piece. Let's see, let's move this down a little bit. I want it to be a good breakfast sausage width, and breakfast sausages come in all different, all different sizes. So we're going to make ours about this big. Nice fat round sausages. Now, although we could bake our sausages in our pan, we're not going to, because we want to make them look a little more baked than they would be if we did that. So I'm going to bake on the paper plate like I always do. Okay, so we take our little sausages, and let's see how they look for size. We're going to round off the ends. My fingers are all sticky. Little cornstarch on the fingers. If you find your fingers are sticking to your clay, just put a little cornstarch, especially when you're not going to be sticking your clay together with something else. Yeah, I think that's a good size. I like that size. I'm going to make a whole bunch. They don't all have to be the same size. I think that one's, I think that was a little too short, so yeah, I don't like that piece. Okay, we'll just work with these for right now. Now I need a toothpick. And we need some dark brown chalk. And I'm going to work on top of my paper plate to do this because I don't want, and I don't see my knife I want to use for this. So, I never use my clay knife to work with my chalk because I don't want to have it on my knife and get it on my clay. Alright, so I've got a little bit of 2 colors of brown. Now, let's get or wet wipe. Now we are going to use where's the camera? Smush everything here. And use this. To make a little, you know how sausages get that brown streak on that one side where it touches the pan, and there would probably be another one on the other side, and if you were going to have these loose, you might want to do both, but I'm only going to do one side. Let's see if we can use the brush to do this. I don't know if I can or not. Yeah, I guess I could do that too. So I'm going to continue with the rest of these sausages, put a line on at least one side, if not both, and I'll bake these off and I'll be back. Alright, so let's put our sausages into our pan. Now for this we need some gallery glass, you can tell this bottle's been around a while, in amber. I use this a lot when I make cooked foods, it just makes them look more cooked. And it will dry clear. This will give a nice cooked look though. So I'm going to spread some of this in the bottom of our pan. This will do two things. It will act a little bit like glue, but also it's going to be our layer of fat in the bottom of our pan. Because remember, sausages cooking, we're going to have fat on them. Now, find that side that has the stripe, and we're going to put that up. So our sausages are partway cooked, and you know, sometimes your pan has hotter spots than others, so that's okay. I think I'll just put that many in there now, and then I'll save the rest, and I'll probably use them on a plate later. This step really should, yeah, we're going to have to wait till this dries. So let me get these back where they were. And once that dries, then we'll be able to paint another layer of amber glass stain over the top. So, and this is water soluble. You can clean your brush with soap and water, just like you were using an acrylic paint. So we'll let this set up and then I'll be back. All right. So the first coat is dry, so I'm going to put just a little more out here on my paper plate. And I'm going to brush my sausages with this. And when they are dry, they will look all nice and cooked. The pan will look nice and greasy, which it should. And that's how simple it is. So let's get this dry, and then I'll be back and show you a close-up of what they look like when they're all done. Alright, our amber glass stain has dried, and I think we have a nice looking little pan of sausages. Look, I can go in closer and keep this in camera. Oopsie, come on. There! So I hope the dolls in your dollhouse are going to enjoy some sausages. And like I said, what I'll do with these is I'll just use some more glass stain later when I get ready to plate some breakfast, and I'll put those onto a plate with some glass stain and brush some over the top of it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you can use these sausages in your dollhouse scene. And I'll talk to you again later. Bye!